It's time for What's New Wednesday. And this is Ann behind the camera, and you're looking at Julie, who I want to welcome back to the North Country after her winter break down in sunny Florida. So we've all taken a little bit of a winter break, and we're ready now to get back to our regularly scheduled programming. And we have an exciting announcement.
We do. So you can see the beautiful Horwood stained glass windows behind me. So that's kind of our theme today. We have some exciting news. The Rock Charitable Foundation has awarded Notre Dame Church $36,500 in the restoration of the transept window on the hospital side of the building. So the transept window is the great big one with St. John the Baptist in it. If you've ever been in the church, you probably know which window I'm talking about, but it's the really, really big one. Yeah,
If you're looking at the altar, it would be the one to the left of the altar.
Yes.
That's great. And you know what? When you announced that, Julie, I think you were being a little bit modest. Yes, this grant has been awarded, but I believe that you had something to do with it.
Well, yes, my other hat is city historian, and I did help them write the grant. So I kind of did the paperwork for them for the grant. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah,
pretty excited.
So doing the paperwork is extraordinarily important.
Yeah.
And from our conversations, I gather that one of the reasons why probably that this additional grant was awarded was because progress has already been demonstrated at Notre Dame Church.
Right. So for those of you who don't know, Notre Dame Church is one of the places in town that has Horwood stained glass windows. And the Horwood family produced thousands of windows, stained glass windows here in Ogdensburg. So not only is it important for the church, but it's also important for the community to preserve these windows. And that's why I'm so happy about these windows that have been preserved here at the museum.
Yes.
But there are a number of Horwood stained glass windows throughout the city, throughout the United States and Canada as well. So this goes towards preserving those important windows.
And the windows at Notre Dame were deteriorating somewhat, correct?
Yes. So the windows were put in between 1890 and 1891. So they're showing their age. And so the church has been working to restore those windows. We had some vandalism a couple years ago, so 3 windows were repaired at that time in the second story or clear story of the church, and then 3 other windows were removed from the clear story because they were deteriorating, and then clear glass was put in. Those windows are crated and are safely put away until they can be restored and put back in. And then 6 windows have been restored on the hospital side, the lower windows. 6 more windows will be restored on the other side of the church. That's going to be starting in the spring. And Mr. Hewitt was kind enough to donate the money for all of those windows, which is just amazing.
That is amazing.
And then we wrote the grant to restore the transept window on the hospital side. So that's what the money is for.
Oh, wow.
We don't have all of the money yet, but that's going to help.
Wow. Okay. You're a popular lady
I am
today.
very popular today. My phone just keeps ringing.
So here we are. This gives us another chance to stand in front of the windows that we have on display here at the museum. These are Horwoods, of course.
These are Horwoods, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Julie, that is so exciting that you took the initiative to write a grant that is going to continue the restoration of those beautiful windows at Notre Dame Church.
And everyone will be able to enjoy them. You know, you'll be able to go in and look at the windows, and hopefully we'll be doing a talk to explain a little bit more about the windows. There's a lot of symbols in Horwood's windows, including these. That Father Morgan is going to explain to us, because I don't know what all the symbols are. But he'll be explaining that to us. So after the window's completed, then we'll be doing that as well.
Oh, that sounds like a great event.
Yes, I think it'll be really fun.
Well,
really
stay
fun.
tuned, folks. We'll bring you more information about that talk as we know it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, are there some other things that you have coming up, Julie?
We do. We have a very, very full schedule for the year, which I'll be putting out pretty soon. But in February, we have a children's program called Love Our Settlers. That will be coming up on February 8th at 11:30. That's free and open to the public for children. We do ask you to sign up online just so we know how many kids are coming and what supplies we'll need. But our children's programs are really fun. If you haven't had a chance to bring your kids, they are super fun. We have a really good time.
What a way to introduce your kids to history, too.
Yeah, it's really great.
Sort of build some pride in this place that we all come from.
Absolutely. And there's always like really fun hands-on things for the kids to do. So we usually have a little story for them, and then we do some hands-on stuff, and the kids really enjoy that. So
I bet they do.
It'll be fun. And this one will be about settlers, so immigrants, which I think is a really great thing for them. And then February 22nd is the Battle of Ogdensburg. So we are working with Fort La Presentation and Forsyth's Rifles. And we have Connie Barone coming. She's from the Sackett's Harbor Battlefield. And she'll be coming to give a talk here at the museum at 3 o'clock on February 22nd.
Oh.
And that is also free and open to the public. So.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. I noticed on the Ogdensburg History Facebook page the other day that you had bumped a photo of a sign at the Ogdensburg Cemetery commemorating Sheriff York.
Yes.
Is he featured in this Battle of Ogdensburg?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. So for those of you who don't know, Sheriff York was the last man standing at the cannon, which would have been where the movie theater is now.
Oh.
So he was the last man standing, and a very brave guy. He was taken prisoner and taken across the river and jailed. And his wife, Lavinia, you knew I was going to talk about Lavinia again.
I was hoping you would.
His wife, Lavinia, went over and got him.
She walked across the ice.
She did. She walked across the ice and went over and got her husband out. And she also wanted her silver spoons back and her looking glass.
Oh, that's chutzpah.
Well, hey, she wanted her stuff back.
And the husband came with it,
and
right?
the husband came with us.
So people will have a chance to learn more about the famous Yorks,
Yes.
some hardy stock
Yes.
that was here back in the day.
Yes. And the Battle of Ogdensburg is always really fun. It's just fun to walk that route where these soldiers went. And,
Yes.
hard to believe they were marching right up Ford Street. I mean, it's hard to even picture it.
It is.
But they were. So, you talk about, hundreds of British soldiers just marching up Ford Street. Crazy.
But I think the way you tell the story, and sometimes when the reenactors come, it really does bring history alive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's always a fun time. You get to hear the cannon firing, and, how fun is that? Who doesn't like a cannon?
Well, is there anything else that you can remind us of that's coming up?
I will be putting out a schedule. We have a really full schedule this year. So if you're looking for something to do, there's always something to do here. So I'm looking really forward to having a really good time this year.
All right.
Learning
Well,
lots of new stuff.
You're always busy. Before we sign off, I want to congratulate you. You've been named to a prestigious post among municipal historians in the state. Can you tell us just a little bit about that?
So I've been named the elected president of AFNI, and this is a nonprofit group to help out municipal historians throughout the state.
That's great. And you were telling me that there are how many municipal historians?
There are over 1,600 of us in the state. And the group that I'm with, people become members, so it's like a paid membership kind of thing. So we not all 1,600 are in this group, but we have several hundred people.
But
So
you support each other.
we do, yeah, we do. Yeah, it's just a great group. We have a great conference every year, and it's just a really great way to, communicate with each other and get to know one another
That's
and
wonderful.
share our knowledge.
Yeah. Well, and you've got a lot to share, Julie. So it's no surprise they'd make you the president.
Well, we'll see.
Well, thanks so much for all you do to bring the history alive to us and, really deepen our pride in the town that we call home.
We should be proud. We should be proud of Ogdensburg.
We should.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Julie. And I guess that wraps up another What's New Wednesday.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.